Damn, I did not stop. Please don't ever not do that.
So the last episode we were talking about people barking at each other.
Yes. So,
That's why I came in this episode barking at. Edit that out. Whoa.
Pretend it didn't happen.
Do what you do. It starts barking back.
My favorite is the ones with like dogs and like something bad
Oh,
happens.
gosh, this is gonna
and they're
take
like that.
Either when you mess with them too much and they get... Isn't it mostly when like...
Oh, damn. Yeah.
It's like when they get hurt.
There's one of a Shiba on YouTube, and it's getting a shot, and someone edited the Law and Order clip on it. I'm gonna show you real quick since like you're not doing anything important. And don't take that insulting because it's true. You keep failing, so
This took me a while.
I'll link it at the bottom. Oh,
Yeah.
Shiba, and you scream.
I think I need a different weapon. I think I'm too heavy. I could be wrong about that though.
It's a dog at the vet.
Why? Am I not jumping high enough for it?
What?
This stupid thing. Thought I could do that. Did not work in my favor.
Are you ready to see it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Right here. It's this part that's like
Okay.
really notable. Here it comes. Maybe it's right here.
Oh,
Yeah, that
It
was
didn't
like
have the
pretty much
edit.
it. Yeah, it's just so funny.
I gotta be like in the middle to be able
Oh,
to
here it
jump
is.
to
I
other
found
ones.
it. It's right here. Let me show you.
Wait, okay, give me a sec.
We'll clip it in real quick for you guys so you can see it too.
It's pretty funny.
I hope you guys enjoyed that clip.
Yep. Hopefully we don't get copyright strikes.
Well, as long as we link what the original video is from, then it's fine.
I hope so.
It should be as long as you're linking to the original video. What is that?
Okay,
A
well, we only have one other thing. No, it's like gauntlets. I think that's what you call them.
Ooh.
For your like
You gotta catch these hands.
literally.
Or these hands actually caught me. Aha.
Yeah. do your
So clever.
laugh. Do that laugh you do. It's
What?
funny sometimes. The I don't know why I think it's funny. I know why. Okay, there, quick.
Anyways. No. Barking is weird, but sometimes it's used in very important situations. And I think it works when people use it to its full potential.
What's the full potential?
So obviously when
Actually, I'm
guys
gonna
are being creepers,
bark at them. Actually, that would
So,
very much
like-
work.
there's this whole thing like of women just like if they won't leave them alone, they'll just start barking and be like,
Yeah, that.
and then
that
they'll
would
walk away and be
definitely
like, she's fucking crazy, she's fucking weird. And it's so funny because it's like it works.
work. It really does,
It works.
and that's not a lie, because it really would work.
Like imagine.
Being a guy,
Well, yeah, like
Well, even
you're not
like-
taking the hint, and then you're like, "Come on, Mamacita," and she's just like, "Actually, I just really don't." Oh my god, you hear that? And they're like, "What me?"
do you want to have a barking contest?
And no.
Like they tell you that while you're trying to ask them out on a date.
Oh, that's be so funny. And they're like, "I'm sorry, what? A barking what?"
Oh, what did?
What-
Did I hear you
said
right?
a barking contest. It's like so cool and like
It's so 21st century.
so like sexy when guys do it. Like, so will you bark?
What if the guy was a barker too? Like he does.
The way you say, like, what if they're a barker too? Like that, it's just like something you call somebody.
What else would you call it?
I don't know. I think it would throw off the whole trying to make a guy go away.
Oh, it definitely would, because he's like, I'm into this.
I can
And-
just only imagine like some poor, not poor, but some like guy like gets caught in that and like gives like is like, all right, I guess we'll have a barking at this, and they're like rough, and she'll be like,
Rough.
she just does the whole blown like Shiba Inu screen like.
Yeah, that would be.
Barking is just so
nuts.
fun and funny.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that.
Because your family has those two little chihuahuas.
Oh my gosh, when they start, like, we try to get them to howl,
It's
they just
so
start barking at each other. It's not even howling.
You just start going, ooh, and they're like, not like that, but they'll be like,
Yeah, it's.
but I'll be honest, your parents' little chihuahua, sometimes I'm like,
It's a pain in the
I'm gonna catch my foot one of these days. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
for sure, for sure,
I
for
mean,
sure.
they're
I
not.
believe you.
I'm not.
I'm gonna tell them.
Don't, because I'm not gonna ever do that.
I would.
I just don't like that the little chihuahua every time I come in is always like every time, and I'm like, before I used to be like, whoa, chill, Mushu, it's just me. Every time I go now, I'm always like back at the chihuahua,
It's so funny.
and then he stops because he's like, whoa, what is this energy? Like, why are you attacking me?
Yeah, he
Like,
gets like.
Chill out, like I'm just living here, and it's like you came at me first. I'm happy. I'm kind of sad though. Our dog doesn't howl.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little like let down because I see have you seen those videos of huskies?
They howl at the moon.
No.
Or they howl. They howl.
just scream. It's just screaming. They're
Is
just
it
like,
really?
yeah, they're like, ah, like the whole time. They're just screaming. If anyone has seen huskies, they know huskies scream. Like they just scream.
Maybe.
And it's so funny, but I just wish she would scream too.
Yeah, sadly
That
she
sounds
doesn't.
really sadistic, but it's sometimes I wish she did. Because then it's like, oh, that's funny, ha.
Okay, I need to.
But she only eats toilet paper and tampons. Not going to say anything to that? Cool. All right.
I'll edit that out. Don't worry.
I mean, you don't have to.
Things can always be edited out. It's fine.
It's is it? People have to know the truth of what she eats.
Dog food. Like a normal dog.
And human food.
You give her human food.
It's funny when I hear
You give her
eat a chip.
chips.
It's funny when she eats
And so does
chips.
my sister for some reason.
It's funny. It's so like ASMR satisfying. Just hear like hearing the chip.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go.
You're doing such a good job. You're doing great. Keep it up.
Because you don't have to do anything and I'm still talking to you.
You're not participating in the comedy.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
How am I not?
Tell me your favorite color.
What I think is brown.
That can be so many things.
Am I supposed to shoot that? Nope. I gotta go down here. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure this out right now because, like,
How big is this castle? It did not.
it's pretty freaking
It
huge.
did not look that big.
No, from the outside. Well, it's a castle, so, like, I wonder if this is how big, like, actual kings and queens castles were. If they were,
I know a reason why they got abandoned, and I might be wrong.
why is that?
Because then they started building palaces. So
That
there was
makes
no
sense.
need for castles. Because if you had enough power politically and among
That's-
people,
I mean, fair enough.
then
why have a castle if you can have a palace?
Yeah. But then it makes me think, who
How?
started it?
Yeah, who needed all this extra room and for what?
And for what?
Like, literally, for what?
Parties.
For, like, 1,000 people? Actually,
Yeah?
it probably was that much.
Like, I'd much rather have a party, like, inside a palace with, like, my pretty little ball gown than outside in, like, a maid's, like, I don't know, a torn dress with mud and rats scurrying by my feet. I want to be...
Did they have balls that much? Really?
Yeah, parties are popular. It's like, it's kind of like a mix and mingle. Well, I might be wrong, but for my interpretation, it seemed like a mix and mingle for, like, political figures.
Hey, I watched the Bridgertons. I think I should be the ones talking about this.
Oh yeah, of course. Do tell about this fictional show.
You know what? I think you have a good understanding about it. I'll let you.
Okay.
I'll let you. Tell them. Go ahead.
Why were castles abandoned? That looks like cats. I'm at castle. Oh, okay. Oh, I was right. Castles got abandoned according to DMA Academy Reddit. Castles were abandoned. Historically, castles were abandoned because they became useless because of the military technological advancement. Because of guns?
Really? Oh, that makes. I don't know.
What would be a good reason? No, I guess that makes sense because if you have guns, then you don't. There's no need to have like a building so fortified because the cannons aren't going to be used as often as guns. Well, no, that's wrong.
Because they still had guns back then.
They still had cannons. What would be a good reason for castles to be abandoned?
I don't think guns is a good one. I don't think so. I could be wrong. That could be the main reason, and we could be wrong.
Oh, castles cost a lot to maintain, and
Oh yeah, obviously.
were military installments, not as often a residence or seat of power. So during peace, maybe they weren't worth the cost, and now you have squatters, plotters, another ne'er-do-wells.
I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do now. Okay.
I just realized the DM Academy means for Dungeon Master of Dungeons and Dragons.
Did you?
Did not make the connection.
God, I destroyed this guy. He'd not stand a chance. There we go. I got it open. See, I told you I knew what I was doing. Sometimes.
Wow.
Not really.
You sure proved me wrong.
I'm changing my weapon though. I like the swords better in this game.
What happened?
But didn't they? A lot of them own like a bunch of land and stuff that like people that had castles. Isn't that why they had castles in the first place, or able to maintain them?
From my understanding, it was because they had serfs. So the land, they had people they owned along with the land.
Oh yeah.
So the people were tied to the land, so no matter who was changed like in the position of power, those people were still belonged to
the land. Not like they wouldn't go with the person a lot of the time.
Yeah, because like
that makes sense.
Duke or duchesses, I guess. Because it makes more sense if you're a person of power moving between other places. It's a lot more efficient just to keep the same people in that place
because
than
they know that
move
place
them.
better. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I can see that.
But I don't know enough. because I'm not a historian and that's never been really something I'm into.
I like history. I know enough about history, but like most of the stuff we're taught in history were things from our point of view, like America's point of view, and like specifically where you live too, sometimes.
You know what I don't understand? What you just said.
How do you not understand what I just said?
Because I
Okay.
was reading about conchas and I wasn't listening.
Oh, I said the thing about history is it's always written on the perception of the place you're at and where you live, not of what actually happened a lot of the times.
I totally agree.
Do you?
No. Because I don't even understand, so.
Like how the South versus the North, it's rated differently in the South than it is
How, like, the whole thing is interpreted depending.
where you live at.
Oh, how, like, in the South, the Civil War is seen as, like, the Northern aggression.
Yes.
But in the North, it's seen as the Civil War.
'Cause
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I smell what you're stepping in. Also, apparently, you shouldn't be having conchas because it has like 300 calories. So if you give an irresemblable amount and you have 4, you should stop eating for the day. But,
Says who? McDonald's?
well, I have a question. Why do people always talk about the whole calorie thing? Now, this is a real question, and I want you to give it some thought. So, this says like your intake for calories like 1,200 a day, but you're constantly burning those same calories. So why do people try to limit their calorie intake when you're still continuously burning it?
It also has to do with like your weight and stuff. Like more calories that you burn and stuff makes you skinnier pretty much because your body's using the calories that has as access, like fat and stuff like that, and it's not storing excess fat. And
That doesn't answer my question.
we'll save it here, guys.
Um,
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.